Okay,
Yeah.
so what is the percentage of European products and then not European but then the foreign products?
Modern contemporary.
Yeah, modern contemporary and then Indian.
So if you ask in metro cities, it's almost 60-70% metro.
Okay.
Sorry, modern.
Okay.
Yeah, and 30 about percentage 30-35%, because nowadays people don't go for vintage interiors,
Yeah.
like, you know, especially if you have your own independent bungalow or you have a farmhouse, that is where you think of, like, you know, little more earthy or vintage kind of interior. So there we have demand for brass or all these products, but especially in cities where you live in apartments, people go for modern, contemporary, and also then they buy such kind of products.
But then in recent times I've noticed that people are leaning more towards the vintage things, vintage artifacts, and then they love that old feel, the vintage feel. What do you say
Because
about
see,
it? Yeah.
if you ask me personally, even I am more like, you know, even I am lean towards those categories. According to me, why? The reason is very simple. It carries it carries culture, its heritage, and it, like, you know, it, every piece will have a story, and it ages so beautifully with time. Especially if you go for brass, slowly, gradually, it ages. That patina textures, which, like, you know, slips into it, is something like, you know, that is why in India we say, right, brass is always an investment. It's never an expense for you.
Yeah.
See, I'm a chartered accountant, so I directly look at the ROI of the product. But yeah, it ages gracefully. All the vintage products, you can pass it on to next generation. I think somewhere in India, people are thinking in that direction. There was a phase where, like, you know, people were trying to do that short, like, you know, short-term gap arrangement kind of a thing. But now people think before buying. They want to tell a story when someone comes to their home, like, you know. So if they ask, they're like, you know, this is the product which I bought for so and so reasons. So people like to have that conversation around products.